Hi, I'm Matthew of castingacross.com, where I explore the quarry and culture of fly fishing. Today I want to talk about one of the most essential pieces of fly fishing gear. Not rods, not reels, line, leaders, or fly, but sunglasses. We're going to talk about sunglasses, why you need them for fly fishing, what considerations that you ought to make as you go shopping for a pair of sunglasses. Thirdly, why you need to own multiple pairs of sunglasses. And fourthly, maybe what should steer you towards one brand or another. So why wear sunglasses while you're fishing? The first thing that is worth mentioning is that if you are fly fishing, you are making a very small, sharp object move past your face at very high speeds. So having something in front of your eyes is incredibly important. Secondly, that polarized lens, a good polarized lens, will allow you to see fish. But that is a really simple way of thinking about it. You don't want to just see fish. You also want to see where fish might be, cutting through that glare of the water so that you can see the bottom contours and any structure that might be there. That doesn't only help you as you make your presentation with your fly, but also provides an opportunity for safer wading or boating. So that's what you need to know about owning sunglasses. But secondly, how should you pick any particular pair of sunglasses? Well, the first thing I like to think about is coverage. How much of my face and my eyesight is covered? A pair of frames like this provides a lot of coverage, both from the front, from the top, the bottom, and the sides. I'm not just worried about what's directly in front of my eyeball. I'm concerned about the light coming in from above from the sun and then from the side, as well as that reflection coming off of the water from below and from the side. And so having a pair of frames that has complete coverage is incredibly helpful, not only for that aforementioned protection, but also for reducing eye fatigue after a long day outside where you're getting a lot of glare and brightness coming into your eyes. And so to accomplish that, you want a pair of frames that does provide a lot of that coverage, top, bottom, and from the sides. Now, you can see that as well in the contour of how these frames are rounded to fit around a face, providing that peripheral protection. You're not going to get that same sort of thing in a pair like a pair of aviators. Now, I love these glasses and I wear them all the time, but as you can see, they're much flatter and they're not going to provide that lateral benefits to cut out that glare and light from the sides. So I like to find a pair that has a lot of coverage. But then the next thing to consider is lens color. This is an amber lens. It's actually got a reflective coating, which is going to reflect some of that light back. But the more important thing is that it is an amber lens. Now that's going to provide a good all-around coverage for most situations that you are going to find if you are both on the coast or in freshwater. Now you could step it up, and if you're fishing on a big river or a big lake or on the ocean, and use a gray or dark blue lens, that's going to cut out more of that light. Now the difference isn't significant. With these particular lenses, I think it's like 10% of light is let through, and here it's like 12%. So it's not a huge difference, but you will notice, especially if you're on the water a lot. But another lens color I think that everyone should consider is an incredibly light tinted yellow. This is a lens that is going to allow a lot of light to come through. You can use it early mornings, late evenings, as well as overcast days. So you're not going to have a darker lens that you feel like you need to take off so that you can see what's around you, but then you lose out on the benefits of the eye protection as well as the polarization. This is a pair of lenses that I will use even if it is incredibly dark out, because it allows enough light and actually has kind of the feeling of brightening things up, so I get that protection as well as that polarization. That's why you should have polarized lenses with you always. Secondly, what you should think of both in coverage as well as colors. But then the third thing is have multiple pairs. So here's a great example. These are the exact same frames, only with two different lens colors. This is one I can wear early morning, and then I can switch to this as the sun comes out and there's more brightness from the sun as well as glare from the water. And then if the clouds come out or it gets towards evening, I can put these back on, and I never am interrupted with having the eye protection as well as that glare reduction. Those are very important things to think of. Contemplate how many rods and reels and other sets of gear that you have based on the situations and circumstances you confront as you're going out fishing. You want to put yourself in the best situation so that your gear is not a liability for keeping you on the water and getting you into fish. Sunglasses are the exact same thing. And even a really high quality pair of sunglasses is significantly less than a medium grade fly rod. And it's also not going to be just for your fishing. You're driving, you're hiking, your time outside, having a pair of sunglasses that fits that situation and kind of meets those needs is really important. So why you should have a pair of polarized sunglasses, what you should consider when you should buy them. Thirdly, why you should consider buying multiple pairs. And the last thing I wanted to mention is what I look for. Now, what I look for in a good pair of sunglasses is a high quality lens. And that is why every pair of sunglasses you've seen right now is Costa Del Mar. Glass lenses, their 580G lens, which is impact and scratch resistant. They are incredibly durable and also very light and unparalleled clarity. When you have a pair of sunglasses that you are trying on, clarity ought to be one of your primary things that you're thinking of. Secondly, when you are looking at sunglasses, you should also think about not just the fit, but the comfort. Another thing, just as a point of emphasis, you notice every pair of sunglasses that I had a retainer on them. If I'm going to spend premium dollars for a pair of sunglasses, I don't want them to fall as I'm taking them off to tie on a fly or as I'm getting in and out of the car or something like that. And then also always have a protective case and a cleaning cloth. This is going to do so much better than the hem of your shirt or licking it and wiping it on your shirt sleeve. So those are 4 things to consider when you're buying a pair of sunglasses. Hopefully the safety and the benefits that you get from having a good pair of sunglasses, as well as considering having multiple pairs based on the circumstances that you will be facing when you're on the water, have given you food for thought. If you have any questions, let me know at matthew@castingacross.com, where you can tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for a new article, and Friday for a podcast on the people, places, and things that go into the pursuit of fish.